Once again, welcome back to VICKY'S world. Today I'm going to introduce you to a spy lady. Her name is Mata Hari. She was born on August 7, 1876 in Leeuwarden, Netherlands. Mata Hari was a professional dancer and a mistress who accepted an assignment to spy for France in 1916. Hired by Army Captain Georges Ledoux, arguing to pass military information gleaned from her conquest to the French government. Not long after, however, Mata Hari was accused of being a German spy. She was executed by firing squad on October 15, 1917, after French authorities learned of her alleged double agency. Mata Hari was born Margaretha Gertruda Zelle in Leeuwarden, Netherlands, on August 7, 1876, to father Adam Zelle, hat merchant who went bankrupt due to bad investments, and mother Antje Zelle, who fell ill and died when Mata Hari was 15 years old. Following her mother's death, Mata Hari and her three brothers were split up and sent to live with various relatives. At an early age, Mata Hari decided that sexuality was a ticket in life. In the mid-1890s, she boldly answered a newspaper ad seeking a bride for Rudolf MacLeod, a bald and mustachioed military captain based in the Dutch East Indies. She sent a striking photo of herself, raven-haired and olive skin, to entice him. Despite a 21-year age difference, they wed on July 11, 1895, when Mata Hari was just shy of 19. During their rocky 9 years marriage, married by MacLeod's heavy drinking and frequent rages over the attention his wife garnered from other officers, Mata Hari gave birth to 2 children, a daughter and a son. The couple's son died in 1899 after a household worker in the Indies poisoned him for reasons that remain a mystery. By the early 90s, Mata Hari's marriage had dethroned her husband, fled with the daughter, and Mata Hari moved to Paris. There she became the mistress of a French diplomat who helped her hatch the idea of supporting herself as a dancer. All things Oriental were the fad and the Paris of 95. The time seemed ripe of Mata Hari's exotic looks and the temple dance she created by drawing on cultural and religious symbolism that she had picked up in the Indies. With characteristic confidence, she seized the moment. She billed herself as a Hindu artist draped in veils, which she artfully dropped from her body. In one memorable garden performance, Mata Hari appeared nearly naked on a white horse, although she daringly bared her buttocks, then considered the most titillating part of the anatomy. She was modest about her breasts, generally keeping them covered with brassiere-style beards, completing her dramatic transformation from military wife to siren of the East. She coined her stage name Mata Hari, which means Eye of the Day in Indonesian dialect. Mata Hari took the Paris saloons by storm, then moved on to the bright light of the cities. Along the way, she helped turn the striptease into an art form and captivated critics. A reporter in Vienna described Mata Hari as a slender and tall with the flexible grace of a wild animal and with blue-black hair. Her face, he wrote, makes a strange foreign impression. Another enthralled newspaper writer called her so feline, extremely feminine, majestically tragic, the 1,000 curves and movements of her body trembling in 1,000 rhythms. Within a few years, however, Mata Hari's catchword had faded. As younger dancers took the stage, her bookings became sporadic. She supplemented her income by seducing government and military men. Sex became strictly a financial practicality for her, despite the growing tension in Europe in the years leading up to World War I. Mata Hari foolishly knew no borders with her lovers, who included German officers. As war swept the continent, she had some freedom of movement as a citizen of neutral Holland and took full advantage of it, country hopping with trunks of clothing in tow. Before Long, however, Mata Hari's cavalier travels and liaisons attracted attention from British and French intelligence, who put her under surveillance. Nearing 40, plumpish and with a dancing days clearly behind her, Mata Hari fell in love with the 21-year-old Russian captain Vladimir de Maslov in 1916. During their courtship, Maslov was sent to the front, where an injury left him blind in one eye. Determined to earn money to support him, Mata Hari accepted a lucrative assignment to spy for France from Georges Ledoux, an army captain who assumed her courtesan contacts would be of use to French intelligence. Mata Hari later insisted that she planned to use her connections to seduce her way into the German high command and get secrets and hand them over to the French, but she never forgot that far. She met a German attaché and began tossing him bits of gossip, hoping to get some valuable information in return. Instead, she got named as a German spy in communiques he sent to Berlin, which were promptly intercepted by the French. Some historians believe that Germans suspected Mata Hari was a French spy and subsequently set her up, deliberately sending her a message, falsely labeling her as a German spy, which they knew would be easily decoded by the French. Others, of course, believed that she was in fact a German double agent. In any case, the French authorities arrested Mata Hari for espionage in Paris on February 13, 1917. They threw her in a rat-infested cell at the prison Saint Lazare, where she was allowed to see only her elderly lawyer, who happened to be a former lover. During lengthy interrogations by Captain Perry Buchanan, a military prosecutor, Mata Hari, who had long lived a fabricated life, embellishing both rearing and resume bungle and facts about her whereabouts and activities. Eventually, she dropped a bombshell confession. A German diplomat had once paid her 20,000 francs to gather intelligence on her frequent trips to Paris, but she never swore to investigators that she never actually fulfilled the bargain and always remained faithful to France. She told them she simply viewed the money as compensation for furs and luggage that had once disappeared on a departing train, while German border guards hustled her. A courtesan, I admitted. A spy never, she defiantly told her interrogators. I have always lived for love and pleasure. Mata Hari's trial came at a time when allies were failing to beat back German advances. Real or imagined, spies were convenient scapegoats for explaining military losses, and Mata Hari's arrest was one of many. Her chief foil, Captain Georges Ledoux, made sure the evidence against her was constructed in the most damning way, by some accounts even tampering with it to implicate her more deeply. So when Mata Hari admitted that German officer paid her for sexual favors, prosecutors depreciated it as espionage money. Additionally, currency she claimed was a regular stipend from a Dutch baron was portrayed in court as coming from German spy masters. That amorous Dutch baron, who could have shed light on the truth, was never called to satisfy, nor was Mata Hari's maid, who acted as an intermediary for the baron payments. Mata Hari's moral conspired against her as well. Without scruples, accustomed to make use of men, she is the type of woman who is born to be a spy, concluded Buchanan, whose relentless interviews with the blueprint for the prosecution. The military tribunal deliberated for less than 45 minutes before returning a guilty verdict. It's impossible, Mata Hari exclaimed upon hearing the decision. Mata Hari was executed by firing squad on October 15, 1917, dressed in a blue coat accented by a tricorner hat. She had arrived at the Paris execution site with a minister and two nuns, and after bidding them farewell, walked briskly to the designated spot. She then turned to face the firing squad, waved away her blindfold, and blew the soldiers a kiss. She was killed in an instant when their multiple gunshots exploded as one. It was an improbable end for the executed dancer and courtesan, whose name became a metaphor for the silent spy who coaxes secrets from her paramours. Her execution merited a scant 4 paragraphs inside the New York Times. which called her a woman of great attractiveness and with a romantic history. Mystery continues to surround Mata Hari's life and allowed double agency, and her story has become a legend that still piques curiosity. Her life has spawned numerous biographies and cinematic portrayals, including most famously the 1931 film Mata Hari, starring Greta Garbo as a courtesan dancer and Ramon Navarro as Lieutenant Alexis Rosano. If everybody likes the video, please like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.